Mandii J here with another Funko Pop review. Today we also have Mr. Transformer 96 with us to help with this review.
Yep, here we go. We are now doing the Army Man from Toy Story.
Yes, and I'm super excited. This is the Emerald City exclusive that is only being released at BoxLunch. As you can see here, the sticker, not necessarily the best of stickers, but the one I ended up getting. I'm not too picky about the stickers having to be like perfectly aligned or in like the right area, because ideally it would be farther over to the corner and it would be, instead of tilted to the side like that, it would be leveled with the box and everything.
Yeah, as long as it's not like rectangles. I'm pretty okay with circles being like tilted a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, rectangles I wouldn't be too into, but yeah, not too bad.
Here, I am super excited. This is a toy that I've been looking forward to,
yes, on its first release, you were very disappointed when we didn't get it.
Yeah, the first release was awful. The whole thing is, in the particular state we live in, there's only 2 box lunches out of the entire state. Mm-hmm. And the closest one to us is like a 35-minute drive. And the next closest one to us is like an hour and 30 drive.
Yep.
And so it's not like we had the option to go to another store, but at the same time, pretty much everyone who was wanting this exclusive had only 2 choices of who was closer. The manager at one had told us that when they posted on Instagram about them having these toys, they had like 60 likes by midnight, and they had posted it the night before, and then they had like 40 people waiting in line the next morning for this release. So I'm really excited. They had like 27 this morning when we walked in.
Yeah, luckily we kept focus on their Instagram page, and they did notify, you know, everybody with a post of when they got new ones in. So as soon as we saw that, we ran to the store, lucky enough to get one. They had plenty too. They had about 25 left. I think they probably like stocked like 35, but by the time we got there, yeah. So not bad. This one is I think I can see it being quite popular because it's a natural army builder. I mean, simply in the name, it's an army man. So it very much lends itself to getting more than one. So I can definitely see a lot of people stocking up on these, which would make this one a little bit more exclusive than your average Emerald City exclusive. Not just because of the popularity of the character, but because most people that want one want 3, you know?
Unlike me, I just want 1, but man, those Dilophosaurs. Had to have 3 of those.
Gotta do that, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I didn't mean to get 3, it just kind of happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, as the side, you can see just the typical artwork. On the back, you see like the traditional way for the Toy Story, which features Woody, Buzz Lightyear, Ham, and Rex. Definitely would like to see a Rex in person. And I know that you can get Buzz Lightyear at Disney stores. Because
I definitely like to see them expand the Toy Story line. There's a lot of characters that would be fun to do. And Army Man seems strange. Like, if they were going to do another one. Army Man works as an exclusive, but like just...
I really like it though. Like, I mean...
I like it too.
I would like to see Bo Peep, and I would like to see some other characters. Slinky being like, where you had to like buy... Like, okay, maybe a lot of people would get mad, but I think it'd be kind of clever if he was sold like the front half and the back half as like...
So you buy Slinky and then buy his ass, and then you'll get the full one? I don't know how well that's going to go over.
No,
it might be funny.
It would be kind of interesting to see that you'd have to, like... But he would probably end up being kind of like how the T-Rex where the box is sideways.
There's definitely a lot of other characters I could see them doing before the Army Man.
Yeah, they do that with Cat Dog. They have it switched over.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it would still be really funny.
True. But at the moment we have the Army Man, so would you like to free him from this package?
Yes.
Oh yes, maybe we could just like leave the room and possibly when we come back, he'd be out of package. See if that'll work. Let's give it a try. All right.
So, he was just giving me a hard time because I was trying to open up the box.
I saw her opening the box and she's going straight for the middle flap right here.
Don't show them what happened.
Just the middle flap, okay? And I'm like, no, don't open the box via the middle. You're going to put a massive crease in the middle there.
Yeah, so he's like, you do it from the side like this. And he completely rips the top of my box. And I'm like, do you now owe me another army man? Because you just kind of like ripped open the lid there.
Okay.
Like he was giving me such a hard time about damaging the box. And his face was hilarious when he realizes he just kind of like ripped the box for me. I kind of wish I had that on camera just so like for now on my YouTube, there is a moment where I can pull up and be like, remember the last time you gave me a hard time about opening it? See, I opened it without a crease afterwards, but you had to go tear the lid.
My years of collecting didn't help me on this one.
No.
But
Okay.
you know,
We'll
the
get...
main attraction is the item, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Normally we don't unbox on camera when it comes to our pops.
Treat today.
But I feel like someone had to explain what just happened.
All right, let's get on to the figure. That's the main attraction.
Right, the figure.
Yes. What do you think? Out of package, first impressions, go.
Well, I have to say, normally I would be complaining about paint. Can't really do that here.
True. They were very sloppy on this one. You know, it's a shame. They need to step up their game. No, but it's cool. Like I like the design of this. One thing that I absolutely love that I saw in package and I just thought it was super cool is the fact that they actually have the crease there. Like, you know, those little cheap Army Men figures have the little crease of plastic that they've obviously been taken off the mold from, and they've actually sculpted it on here, which I think is adorable. And even this part here is
kind of cool. The whole, like, you know, where they filled it in.
Oh, yeah. It's hysterical.
So the fact that he also has that, I kind of really like, just because it really gives you that feel of it being, like, an actual army man. And I feel like that's a detail they could have easily, like, not have done, but I feel like it gives it so much character.
It's true, yeah.
And he shines so well, too. Like, he's super shiny.
He's very glossy, yeah.
Which I really like, because in the, like, the artwork, you see this kind of hint of a gloss on the front. Okay, fine.
There.
But you can kind of see that gloss here on that. So the fact that we actually kind of get that on the toy as well, like especially under the light, you don't see it too much in package, but when you have it out, it's really awesome to like actually be able to see that kind of sheen.
As far as the pose that they went with, you know, when I first saw it, like, on the computer and even in person in the package, I wasn't a big fan of it. He's just holding binoculars and he's got his hand up.
Oh, but you know why they did that one, right? He's, like, the leader.
Yeah, I get that, but it's just, like, I don't know, like, his hand up in a fist, it didn't scream to me like he's giving a command. Like, I wish that he had, like, maybe 2 fingers out or something like that. Now, like, if you do actually think about it, he is giving the command where he's got his fist up, like, hold, you know, something like that. But it took me a while to actually get that first impression, so...
Well, it's because you're not a true fan like I am.
Excuse me?
I knew that right off the bat. You had to think about it. Just saying.
Looks like he's giving us a thumbs up. No.
I
like something a little more expressive. It would be really cool if they did a few versions of these. And I know it's an exclusive, but like they just...
Ooh, but like a chase or something?
Yeah.
Because like isn't there one particular pop that has like 2 variants of chases? It's from... Oh my gosh. Is that one movie I kind of raged because it was more of a romance than an action?
Joanne?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, those 3 little guys.
Yeah.
There are 2 chases for that.
But it's like you have the one, and then you have 2 chases.
Yeah. It would be cool if we did get something else with him. There are army men that are posed where they're just kind of kneeling, so it would be really cool to get one like that. I would have actually probably preferred that than the standing. One thing I do like, though, is that he does have the sculpted in base. That's something extremely unique with this figure, but obviously represents those little army men with their sculpted down bases, so... That's pretty cool.
So you know he stands, right?
Yeah.
With the sculpted base, he does stand. You don't have to worry.
He swivels very smoothly.
Ooh, he does.
Yeah, it's much more smooth than your average Funko Pop figure. But yeah, overall, I mean, there's not a ton to say with this guy, because he has limited sculpting, and he's got limited paint due to the fact that he's based off of a cheap toy. So, you know, it's
but I like it.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
But you have to admit, you have to look at the detailing. Look at the fabric in the pants and stuff. There's a lot of, like, little folds and stuff in his clothing, and just the little pockets and stuff.
There's some creases.
There's even, like, a fold here in the shirt, if I don't know if you guys can see it, but it kind of shows that it looks like his body's moved, where his shirt's tucked in, but it's giving away to the movement. So the thing is, it's just looking at the little details. Like, from, like, first glance, you're not going to know these, but the more you look at it, the more folds in the shirt and stuff you kind of end up more noticing, and I think that's what really is well on this, is if you're going to go simple, you better have a great sculpt, and I feel like this is a pretty good sculpt.
I totally agree. It's really nicely done, and it's based off of a really unique item, too, which I do like. It's not often that we get a toy based off of a toy, and, I mean, with Woody and Buzz, they're more characters than toys, but these are, like, legit classic toys, so it's interesting to get a pop rendition version of something that's so well known and so simple.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, I maybe, like, I've owned a couple of these little army men. You can still get them, like, at arcades for, like, really super cheap, like, turning in, like, 2 tickets or something. Yeah. You know, it's not like they're expensive, but they're an iconic thing that we all know. Like, I'm sure from generations we'll still know, you know?
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, overall, quite pleased with this. Out of the Emerald City exclusives, we wanted a couple. We ended up really just getting this one, because I personally kind of wanted Yondu, but it looks like he's not going to be available. He keeps popping up on Target's website, and he sells that immediately. And he's already like $15, too.
And then he's Target, huh?
Yeah, well,
that's
exactly.
the issue. He's Target exclusive.
Target's awful, and they're only selling it online. And then the Moana one you wanted, but you decided to kind of pass on it, because it was $15, which is kind of ridiculous. What's nice with this Army Man is that he's not any more expensive at BoxLunch. No. He's your average pop price.
Like...
Right?
Nope, he's 15 as well.
Oh, wow.
So it looks like all the exclusives are 15.
Okay. We didn't even know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The thing is, so
that's disappointing. But it makes sense.
The thing is, I feel like
exclusive.
I feel like if I'm going to spend $15, I would probably, I guess I just don't want to, like, bite the bullet on, like, buying something online and not knowing for sure it's gonna look great in the packaging, and the packaging's gonna look great.
You don't keep yours in package, don't lie.
Well, I like to keep the packages nice, so when I have to, like, move or transport them somewhere, they're in package.
He's gonna be okay. But yeah.
All of my packaging, for the most part, is really, like, nice.
Oh yeah, is that
looks great.
Okay, she got it real quick. I know I don't like to rant in videos, but like to go over. But she got a Demogorgon chase. We found it at Target just in the middle of the day, and as we're getting in the car, she slams it in the car door, between the car door and the seat. The seat, and put a huge ass crease in the side.
I thought it had cleared it. So yeah, no. Whatever.
So far, we've both destroyed an exclusive chase. Well, you're not going to resell this one, so we're all set. So overall, quite a cool Army Man. Any final thoughts, Mandii J?
A lot, but I'll do it off camera.
Sounds good.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns for Mr. Transformer 96, please leave them. You know where to leave them.
And thanks so much for watching.